You've been through so much, yet you kept holding on. When everything around you seemed uncertain and shaky, you didn't let go. There were moments when the weight was so heavy, you felt like you couldn't take another step, but you did. You didn't always see the hand that carried you, but it was there. God was behind the scenes, giving you quiet strength to face the battles that were meant to break you. You didn't realize it then, but every tear, every restless night, and every unanswered question was preparing you for the strength you now carry. In the middle of your storm, when people walked away and circumstances shifted without warning, you stayed rooted. Some misunderstood you, others doubted you, and many gave up on you. But God never did. Even as you felt isolated and forgotten, He was working things out in silence. What others thought was the end for you was actually a turning point. The rejection was redirection. The silence was strategy. You weren't just surviving those moments, you were being transformed by them. You've grown in ways you don't even fully see yet. The fire didn't consume you, it refined you. That storm built character, depth, and an unshakable faith. You speak differently now. You love more deeply. You've learned to value peace. There's a resilience in you that wasn't there before. What tried to break you only brought you closer to your purpose. You became more than what the pain tried to define you as. You became stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. Send a super thanks if this touched your heart and soul. Your gift helps us reach the poor, the lost, and the brokenhearted with the love of God. You are not like everyone else, and that's not by accident. You were never meant to blend in. Your journey was never meant to be average. God set you apart, not to be praised by people, but to be used for something bigger than yourself. You don't walk like everyone else because your calling is different. The way you see things, the way you feel things, the way you rise, it's all been marked by divine intention. You were crafted to stand out and to lead in places where others fear to go. Now it's time for the reward. God is about to bless you not because you're perfect, but because you were faithful. You stayed when it was easier to run. You prayed when you had no words. You believed when you had every reason to give up. That kind of faith does not go unnoticed. You're stepping into a season of fulfillment, where promises are kept, doors are opened, and prayers are answered in ways bigger than you imagined. You held on. Now God is holding you up. He's already moving ahead of you. Where you're going, paths are being cleared and obstacles removed. Hearts are being softened and opportunities prepared. There are divine moments being orchestrated just for you. Moments where everything aligns in ways only heaven could plan. You may not see it all yet, but trust that it's already happening. Heaven is not waiting to bless you. It's already in motion. No one is sending super thanks. Be the one who starts the wave of blessings. Even a small gift can feed a hungry soul or bring light to someone in despair. Everything you've been asking for is closer than you think. That closed door isn't staying shut. It's about to swing open wide. What felt delayed was only being refined for perfect timing. There's a sudden shift coming that will feel like breakthrough after breakthrough. It will be so clear that you'll know it wasn't coincidence. It was God. Get ready to say, only God could have done this. Because He's not done with you. He's just getting started. Keep showing up with faith. Keep believing, even when it doesn't make sense. Keep thanking Him before the blessing arrives. These final steps before the breakthrough are where faith is proven. This is your confirmation. You were seen, carried, tested, and now you will be rewarded. Let this moment be sacred. Let your heart be open. The storm was your classroom, but now you're stepping into the purpose it prepared you for. There was a moment when you decided you couldn't stay where you were anymore. The pain of the past, the cycles you kept repeating, the weight of unspoken disappointments. You released it all. You didn't wait for anyone's permission. Quietly, almost invisibly, you began to change. It wasn't dramatic or loud, but it was real. You chose to heal. You chose to grow. And in doing so, you became something new, someone unrecognizable even to the version of yourself from just a few months ago. Super thanks is not just a donation. It's a blessing in action. Nobody is sending super thanks. Don't just watch, be the one who gives today. This change didn't happen overnight. It took courage to let go of what was familiar, but no longer fulfilling. You stopped carrying what wasn't yours. You stopped chasing what was never meant for you. And little by little, your energy shifted. As you cleared space in your heart and mind, new things began to find their way in. Opportunities, relationships, peace. They started arriving, almost like they had just been waiting for you to say, "I'm ready now." You realized your mind could either be a prison or a canvas. Instead of replaying the past, you started picturing the future. You stopped feeding the fear and started feeding the vision. Every day, you remind yourself that where you focus your thoughts, your life begins to follow. You're done living in rewind. The old story has served its purpose. Now, the next chapter is about clarity, direction, and abundance. You finally believe that something greater is not only possible, it's unfolding. Affirmations are no longer empty words for you. They've become truth. When you say that blessings are chasing you, it's not just hope, it's alignment. When you say that miracles are coming, it's not desperation, it's faith. You speak these things because you've seen what happens when you stop doubting and start declaring. The words you speak are shaping your reality, and you're careful now with what you allow your spirit to agree with. Even $10 through super thanks can help us bring comfort to someone hurting. Send a super thanks now to support the poor and keep these messages going strong. This is your time to receive. You've done the work in silence. You've shown up even when it hurt. You've loved even when you were breaking. And now, the universe, the divine timing of heaven, is responding. Favor is finding you in unexpected places. Doors are opening without force. You're not chasing anything. What's yours is arriving naturally. There's a softness to this season, a quiet kind of power, a knowing that you don't need to beg for what God already wrote in your name. You understand now why the delay was necessary. If it had come sooner, you might not have recognized it. Or worse, you wouldn't have protected it. But now, you're stronger. You're more aware. You know your worth. What's returning to you isn't just what you lost. It's more. It's refined, multiplied, and wrapped in wisdom. You're not repeating old patterns anymore. You're stepping into a new rhythm of grace, purpose, and peace. This transformation has made you magnetic, not because you're trying to prove anything, but because your energy speaks louder than words. You are attracting what aligns with your truth. The people you meet now feel different. The opportunities feel expansive. There's a flow to life that wasn't there before. And the most beautiful part is that it all began the moment you surrendered control and trusted the process. Send super chat or stickers during live streams if you've ever felt God's peace. Your small gesture can reach someone in darkness and pull them toward the light. Even now, something is shifting in your favor. It's not loud or obvious yet, but you can feel it. The atmosphere around you is charged with possibility. You wake up with quiet expectation. You go to sleep in peace. You know something divine is unfolding. It's not a matter of if, it's when. And when it happens, you'll recognize it by how naturally it fits into the life you've created. The one built on healing, hope, faith, and trust in a God who never stopped believing in you. Through my NGO, I aim to provide food and support to the poor and underprivileged, helping build a hunger-free and compassionate community.